There's a proverb that says, a healthy person has 1,000 wishes, a sick person, just one. I have recently had just one wish. I finally got my COVID invitation. So I got a VIP invitation to the party. I thought I may be one of the few that would get away with not catching it, but I did. And just as I feel like I'm getting better, I am overwhelmed by another wave of tiredness. I know that many of you know what I'm talking about. And those waves can be drowning, right? I also know that feeling frustrated doesn't help. Feeling any form of resistance won't help. I know and understand that illness of any kind, COVID included, can give us opportunities for growth and insight and stillness and silence that we wouldn't get any other time. But when you're in the storm of that pity party, it can be really hard, right? Like the drama is real. And for me, what has come through and been super humbling is to see the drama of anxiety, like what if I never get better again? The drama of separateness, like I'm all alone, who's going to look after me? The drama of disillusionment, like maybe this is it. And the drama of fear and scarcity, like who am I if I don't work? And the drama, this is a big one for me, unworthiness, like if I'm not busy doing and I'm just still and resting, am I worth anything? So I know how overwhelming it can be, whether you have COVID or any form of dis-ease. And I think the invitation is to give ourselves permission to rest, to understand what our identity is when we are rested. And I say this, and I know this isn't easy, right? I thrive on the identity of being unrested and busy and skirting the edges of burnout. And I know that when I'm still and quiet, sometimes I'm really not prepared for the edginess of my existence that seems to come to the foreground, like these dramas that I just recently experienced. And what I'm discovering and learning is when we allow ourselves to be still and silent, magic can happen. And that even happened in the past 2 weeks, right? When I was unable to do work, when sitting at my desk for an hour felt exhausting. I've had 2 clients reach out to me, cool clients, who I really would love to work with again, out of the blue. One of them I'd actually forgotten about. And so when we rest, and we surrender to that space that is unknown, and it can be frightening because we've got to go through all the dramas to get there. It's not like we just find peace and calm and Zen existence. And we also can't stay there, right? We can't just do nothing. But we live in such a hustle society. Like we need to heal the hustle. We need to shift and change our views that we are not worthy or connected, or that we won't have enough or be cared for if we continuously strive and push. There's a time for that. There's a time too for pausing. Even our breath between the inhale and the exhale, there's a pause. It's vital for our existence. So pausing, resting, finding silence and stillness is not self-indulgent. It's essential. And David White, who's one of my favorite writers, actually writes a beautiful piece about stillness and silence, and I thought I'd share it with you. He says, in silence, you find the death of the periphery, the outside concerns, and the place where you've been building your personality and where you've been building who you are starts to atomize and fall apart. That giving over to something that seems like it's going to be undermining you to begin with and lead to your demise. And the intuition, unfortunately, is correct. You are heading to your demise. It is leading, though, to a richer, deeper place that doesn't get corroborated very much in our everyday outer world. So I know that we can't all take 2 months off, right? Sometimes we're forced to, though, because if we don't pay attention to the whispers, they become screams. But could you take 2 minutes today to find stillness, silence, to rest, to pause? And maybe 2 minutes could become 12. Maybe it could become 20. May you always have 1,000 wishes and not just one.